So this fall at the Contemporary Art Museum St. Louis, we're opening a series of exhibitions that include Stephanie Syjuco's Rogue States, Bethany Collins' Chorus, and Jonathas Andrade Voyeuristico. Bethany Collins is an artist based in Chicago. She is interested in the intersection between race and language. One gallery is looking at government texts, both historical, so examples from the Birmingham News, as well as more present, like the Department of Justice report on the Ferguson Police Department. And in the second part of the exhibition, she's exploring issues of loss, the loss of home, and mourning of loved ones. And you find that in both a series of paintings that she's made, as well as blind embossed prints.
So embossing is when you engrave text backwards into a plate, and then you soak a piece of paper, place it on the plate, and force the paper into the grooves of the engraving. And when you lift it up, lift that paper, the text is now protruding from the surface. It's like a kind of braille. These works are actually from an archive of classified ads. Formerly enslaved people would place them in newspapers looking for their family members. I made this piece in particular, this series, after the family separation crisis at the border. And so twice embossing it, twice forcing that paper into the grooves. That amount of pressure makes the paper fall apart in different ways. It can't hold up under that repetition of violence to the surface. And so every page is falling apart in a different way, but all together they become this kind of collective asking to help you find your people.
So Jonathas Andrade is a Brazilian artist, and we're presenting one of his works outside on the facade of the building. It's a film that he made where he went to the streets and asked people if he could film them opening their wallets. And it's a piece that is kind of a commentary on sort of social class, identity, as well as corruption in Brazil. Stephanie Syjuco's exhibition at CAM, Rogue States, is exploring notions of citizenship, immigration, identity.
In general, the work is, there's a lot of photography, there's also sculpture and installation. One of the photographic series that I produced during my time in St. Louis was I spent a lot of time in photographic archives looking at 1904 images of Filipinos that were on display at the World's Fair. The project, called Block Out the Sun, consists of 30 photographs in a display vitrine with my hands covering the individuals that were originally in the photographs. So I kind of see it as an intervention into the visuals of the archive, a way to both deny the viewer the ability to look at these early ethnographic photographs, as well as perhaps to protect the individuals being photographed.
This is something that Stephanie does a lot in her practice, is looking at the past to try and help us think about our current political moment in the United States.
I think making art is something that you hope you're bringing to the public metaphor and, in a way, beauty, or even questions that might not have been brought up prior.